my name is Kartik and my channel is about mental models. I hope you're enjoying my videos. If you are, then please subscribe to my channel, and as always, please like and share this video with everyone you know. In this video, I'm going to be talking about asymmetric warfare as a mental model. The title, asymmetric warfare, does seem quite negative, and with a word like war in it, it is aggressive. And you may be wondering, what do I have to say on such a topic? But please bear with me. This mental model is a military concept. But there is a key learning within this that is quite important and can be applied in scenarios completely different to warfare. But before I go into that, let's look at a very sort of direct example or simple idea of two armies lining up on a battlefield. So one army, let's say this one, has, it's 100 strong. And this army is 10,000 strong. The one that is 100 strong, they're all foot soldiers, and they only have swords and shields. The 10,000 strong army has different regiments. Let's say 2,000 are on horseback, on horses. Let's say there are, 100 tanks and other vehicles. Let's say the remainder of the number is made up of artillery with long-range weapons and also foot soldiers who, again, have various state-of-the-art small arms weaponry, so they all sort of have weapons, and sort of these guys as well have weapons. So, in this situation, if the two armies were just to sort of go ahead and fight with each other, the larger army, this one, on paper, would win easily. So, just looking at it very simply, the larger army would win. So the question here is that what can the smaller army, what can these guys do to win? So that's the question. And hidden within this question is the key learning from this mental model, which is that in order to win, this team, this army, this smaller army, needs to employ other tactics. Simply going gung-ho and engaging head-on will not provide the best outcome for them. So they need to think differently rather than just running straight into the battlefield with their swords and shields. And then, unfortunately, they're not going to come out victorious on the other side. They need to think about it more strategically. So taking this question or this learning away from the battlefield into everyday life, let's say you're working on a project, and if we encounter an obstacle, we need to think of ways to get around it, sort of in order to get to the finish line. We need to think of ways, sort of get over this obstacle and get to our end goal. Simply just going head on isn't going to work, and so you need to think of different tactics, and you need to think creatively. So this is your obstacle, so you need to think creatively. And alternatively, to overcome this situation. Where you have limited resources, let's say, the traditional methods rarely apply, and you must think, as I say, creatively or develop alternative strategies to get to your intended outcome. Now, this may mean that you need to play by different rules. Now, I'm not saying go ahead and simply break the rules. That's not what I'm saying. But rather, you need to think if there are other rules that can be applied that help you win. So in this project scenario, this may mean, I don't know, reaching out to others beyond your team for help. It may mean speaking to other departments that have some sort of nexus with this project, or that can help in another way, not by providing resource, but maybe some understanding or knowledge. It might mean escalating to senior management for help, or if they can provide extra resources or something else. It could even look like reframing. Could also even look like reframing problem statement, which is very creative. And that may mean that the obstacle sort of eliminates itself through this reframing. But the point I'm making is, and then by doing that, you get around and you get to your finish line. But the point I'm making is that simply working night and day to get over or around the obstacle may not work, and other tactics and strategies would need to be formed. There's no right answer. There's no, oh, this is the strategy, or this is the tactic, or this is what needs to be done. It's not a one size fits all, but the ability to realize that the obstacle is a little bit insurmountable by just putting more effort into it, and strategies or something else needs to be done in order to get over, get to the finish line and get over this obstacle. That's the point I'm making. That's what I'm trying to say. And so this is the thing we need to take away from this video and this mental model. Remember, in life, there will be challenges that are disproportionately large when compared to the size and range of your abilities. And this mental model is about thinking about the steps you can take to overcome those disproportionately large challenges. And that's what it's all about. And so there you have it, asymmetric warfare. Very negative sounding title, very aggressive sounding title, but a very positive and key learning that we can all take. And that's all for this video. I hope you liked this video. If you did, then please check out my earlier videos flashing on screen now. I'm sure you will like them too. And I will see you in the next video with another mental model. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.